Hey, chat, what's going on? It is a wonderful day. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Lots gone on. Some updates and some things that I'll talk about a little bit later. But right now we gotta catch up. We gotta reacquaint ourselves. Not only with the me, but with the dramas that are going on. I have been totally out of the loop the last couple weeks. Not gonna lie. But first, I want to say, welcome Zero Core, welcome Kangalo, welcome Zach, welcome Bolt, welcome Purple, welcome Neon Tramp, Pretty Idiot, Plant. I appreciate you. Core Harem Gang. Oh my fucking god, bro, this is gonna start catching on. People are gonna be like,
Oh my god, Core, you're playing into it, okay? You're gonna like, you're gonna actually get a harem.
no, Harem Gang, not exist. But what's going on? What's going on? I appreciate you. I hear a lot of things went down this week. Some of it we covered on Now Recording. Some of it, we're gonna cover here today. And we'll see what goes on. But Now Recording is still recording for it. Is still striving to reach the goal of 500 subs, and we will get there. We will get there. Chat, community, we will get there by the end of the year. Okay. And guess what? Oh, actually, I want to do it by June. That's my goal. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Morning. What up, Kikian? Appreciate you. Yeah, it's been an interesting time. Apparently there have been some events that have gone on. Some of the, as the stream title says, talking about Wings, Karl, Jobst, Shelbo. Shelbo was I learned about Shelbo this past week, okay? I didn't know who Shelbo was. I know some of you mentioned Shelbo. He was a crazed Pokemon fan or whatever. I didn't realize to what extent that was. So I looked at it and I'm like, oh, well, this is interesting. So we'll be getting into a mix of topics tonight, as well as I am open to submissions a little bit later on. So please stay tuned, as we're going to be going on for as long as I can, or as long as there's a topic. Let's see. We'll get there before summer. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And talk about hacks. $. I heard of hacks. I've seen some of the stuff that's been happening on Twitter. Maybe that is something we cover at some point. Apparently there's a lot of lore that goes into that, and I'm not even 100%. But I did see a lot of people giving Technical's criticism for his eulogy as like an exposed video, quote unquote, apparently, which was really interesting. So, yeah, Shelbo, yeah. You didn't know? No, I knew, but like I didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, Shelbo, yeah, that guy. Like, okay, whatever. Just another crazed idiot fan. Is Shelbo the guy that fell for a fake Pokemon account? Yes, and it landed him in the cycle. That's what I learned. Unless I'm wrong, chat. You can correct me if I am. Yeah, the hack stuff sounds like a complete hot mess of a situation. I was trying to figure it out, and it's deeper than I felt like getting into. Yeah, Pretty Idiot. Here's the thing, right? Like, people give criticism to, like, people who make video, like watered down videos like Willie Mac and stuff like that. The everyday person. I am the everyday person. I don't care about the little nuances and these like extreme details of
Well, you see, his shoelace was untied at an event, and therefore it was a regulatory issue.
Like, come on, bro. All I care about is why did he get kicked out? Why they won't unban him? Why does Technicals care? Why apparently this hacks person, their mom, is going completely banana on his account. And it sounds very similar. Apparently it's a very similar cadence to how Hacks was talking, I was told. So clearly, like mother, like son, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. All right, let's get right into the first topic. It sounded like a clash of egos, I think. Oh, okay. All right, so let's get into the first topic. I'm gonna cut the music. All right, So, first thing I want to talk about. Apparently, Karl Jobst has responded to the court loss, and apparently he's not too happy about it. And of course, of all places for this person to do it, Discord. Discord. This supposedly, and I cannot confirm this, but this is on the YouTube drama subreddit, and supposedly this is somebody asking Karl Jobst a question, and Karl responds to him. Okay, the person asked, "Hate Billy for sure, but I don't think it's exactly fair to attack the judge, as it seemed he did try to rule fairly in the context of the law. Unfortunately, Billy's team just played the game better. I don't want to comment to be misconstrued as Billy support, but I've seen a lot of chatter against the judge on various places, not as much here, and I feel like it misses the mark." Now, Karl responds to that. "Oh, the judge was ridiculous in his judgment. You you have to look at previous cases with similar awards. They'll have doctors' testimony backing up any health harm, etc., or specialties confirm XYZ. Billy just said he was hurt. That is absolutely not sufficient for an award this high, and there were clear biases. He unnecessarily attacked me many times for things I had nothing to do with about his complaint." The person responds with, "I haven't read through the other cases, just the document." Karl Jobst says, "There was a similar award last year, but the guy had multiple doctor testimonies who had multiple health issues due to statements, and he'd been seeing doctors for years. It's ridiculous to just go and say you were hurt without any expert testimony to get this kind of judgment. It had nothing to do with the reality, other than the judge wanted to make an example out of me, which is not a justifiable reason." Wow, that's a pretty surprising thing. What up, Renegator? What up, Mad Max? Um, I don't know. Like, here's the thing, right? We if you've listened to or followed the Billy Mitchell, Karl Jobst ruling, I watched the Tommy C coverage, which was really good. Um, I like watching Tommy for a lot of things, and um, one of those things was that, and it was really interesting because the judge did many times say, he didn't outright say it, but he said, "We're not here." He kind of like said, "We're not here to rule out that Billy Mitchell's a cheater, even though there is strong evidence and court cases to prove, and world record companies to prove that. We're here because you are defaming him, quote unquote." And in Australia, now this is in America. If this was America, he could say, he probably could get away with saying these things, and it's not as um. But unfortunately, you know, Carl has every right to say, "Hey, I'm gonna fight back. I don't agree with this. You know, I'm gonna look at their examples and try to fight the fight and try to get a reduced cost." I was told I was told that um he could have a few options to do this. Um but ultimately the judge didn't give him the highest settlement. In which case he could still like figure out a settlement between him and Billy. But 300 350,000 Australian dollars, I believe it is, or 380, including like lawyers fees and stuff like that. Um, I I don't know how much a lawsuit like that would normally cost in the U.S. But somebody told me if he were to go to jail because he has to pay his fine and he can't afford it. Apparently, in Australia, it's like $500 a day for every day you spend every day you spend it in jail. So it would take him about a little over 2 years to pay off this debt, which would be really interesting. I would tell him, fuck it, go fucking go to jail, pay off the debt. Don't have to owe anything. Like, what the fuck? It's 450K. Holy shit. I do disagree with the judge in regards. His reputation was pretty shit, so Karl didn't really damage it to 400K. the problem is the proof of like what qualifies as defamation over there versus America, where you could speculate, you could say things like this. That's not protected over there, and unfortunately, this Australia is and has been like a lot of people have been like cutting back on what they're saying or making sure that it's not going to get canceled or arrested. I've noticed a lot of Australian YouTubers. I know Mitch brought it up one time during a show. He's like, I can't say these things anymore. So it's, it's pretty interesting. Um, the judge did call Mitchell a cheater without calling him a cheater, but he did say she did. See, that's what I'm saying. So, oh, Vitali is in prison. I did see a photo of him, like a photo of him. What up, Bessie? What up, Mishi? Shout out Mishi making graphics, cool thumbnails. You need a graphic, cool thumbnail or drawing, art, or she does VTubing and VTube rigging. Please go check out Mishythesheep. Wonderful person. Um, Billy was known as the guy who ruined others' reputations if he didn't like. He got that from the King of Kong documentary. Well, and that's probably like just his personality, and it's like do you fuck around and find out with this rich? The thing is I didn't think he was a millionaire, and then Tommy was saying like he owns a barbecue sauce company, and that he or like a hot sauce. It was like a hot sauce company. It's really popular and it's successful, and I'm like, I look at the hot sauce, I'm like, I don't even recognize this shit. Um, but he's a multimillionaire, so you know, you is he petty enough to do a international lawsuit, which is not cheap, and he has to transfer the money, and you know he's gonna lose on some of that money too. So yeah, it'll be interesting. If he recovers anything. It was probably more about the message than the money. I'm in favor of the Thunderdome. Yeah, maybe that's what we start. Australia should start doing, like throwing people in a desert Thunderdome, with fucking like random weapons lying on the ground. Whoever comes out the victor doesn't have to pay a fine. Neon Tryon says, love the work on Half Baked Mishythesheep. The if you haven't seen it, by the way, the Half Baked artwork is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm gonna bring it up because it's so good. Hang on one second. I just wanna. I know we're getting sidetracked here, but I like shouting out my friends and making sure they get their credit when credit's due. So, um, but yeah, if you haven't seen Half Baked is with Lord Vega, Turkey Tom, and Nicholas D. Oreo. They're all on this podcast. But Mishythesheep had drawn this. This is probably one of one of the better ones. I think there's quite a few good ones, but this is definitely one of the better ones that she's drawn. And speaking of which, we'll be talking about shortly Pokimane and Shelbo. And there's the Shelbo animation that she had drawn. So go check her out if you want her or want to recommend her. That's even better. Oh god, looks like such a gooner. Anyways, all right. Let me get back to the chat real quick. Yeah, Karl was guilty in accusing him of that, but to say that he caused some sort of massive reputational harm is misleading because Billy is known for doing it. The problem is um the thing is, in which I wish the judge would have taken that into consideration, looking at like the statistics of um Karl's YouTube channel and looking at like how many viewers in Australia, because we're talking Australia's defamation and we're not talking about international defamation, right? We're not talking about the United States or whatever, right? So it would be based on the amount of people that saw it via what's it called, Australia. I feel like that The case was about Apollo Legends death. Exactly. Not Billy cheating. And Karl was misled about the case too. Yeah. Well, it was all about crowdfunding, and it was about like the thing is, and we've all like kind of known this that YouTubers do this thing where they say it's for one thing, but it's like super broad enough for them to kind of be like, yeah, but if it's not for that, then I could use the money for this and this and that. I mean, we saw that with Mama Max doing all the crowdfunding, and instead of just giving it solo to quote unquote the victims, he was he was supporting Spencer and paying for things and and being like, I'm gonna put you in a new apartment for several months, and whatever happened to that? It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that they would do they do these things where they do these crowdfundings and expect like their fans to pay for their lawsuit all the time and mislead them about their lawsuit. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Modern problems require ancient solutions. Oh shit. Uh, Karl that misled everyone. I'd say with the Apollo Legends, it would be 50 FPS for him. I think. I honestly think he probably should pay half of that amount, if not a little bit more. Um, just because I don't think he's going to get any justice, and he wanted to settle. He clearly wanted to settle because he didn't want to go to court, pay for all the who wants to pay for all the court fees and stuff like that. Clearly, Mitchell has all that. So not in Germany, not German definition or U.S. or UK. We're talking Australian, which has a lower threshold. According to uh, the thing is, Karl led. Also, the Australian judge didn't care. The amount of views the video got, just like in the U.S. or Canada. Karl said it was about cheating in Australia. Just joking can get you slapped at definition. And exactly that's what I was saying. Like a lot of things can get you in trouble in Australia. I've noticed. You can't even fucking you can't joke around it. I think Mitch was like afraid to like I think Beavers was like kind of being not homophobic, but like he was like saying something about gay people, and like Mitch is like, I can't say anything now. I can't say anything now. I'll get in trouble. I can't say anything now. So it wouldn't surprise me. Um, and I've heard getting talked up. Um, the funny thing is Karl's video got so many views over the period of time of bad reputation Billy already had. Most people who viewed that video already hated Billy. Billy wanted, okay, that was it, bro. Oh God, 50K. Yeah, but now that it's that amount, he's not gonna expect anything less. And didn't someone tell me like Karl's already being sued for something else? Like that's a whole nother case. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Warzone Friday, absolutely Hex. I'll see you there. Me and the boys, Lord Vega, Jeff Huffman, and Hex D, we play Warzone on Friday. So I don't know why he's coming in chat. Telling me about it. Every lawyer said to settle that settle Karl. Well, Karl probably thought he was a badass who fucking could win. I mean, I don't know how much money he crowdfunded, but I'm assuming it's a substantial amount, enough for him to be like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna overcome this. I can do this. I can do." That's the attitude. If you think you can, I can do this. I can do this. You're taking a gamble, right? Like, you're walking into it and being like, "I could do this," and then all of a sudden, you walk into the fucking wall. Every time. I'm Alex did it. I heard this over the last 2 weeks. I am not. I had tried. I attempted to look at the 750-page document. And as much as I love you guys and I appreciate like all the support, I do not know that I can do what Nick is doing, which is like 200 to 250 pages per stream. That is insane. Insane. Here, Alex. Karl got on his high and supply of morals. He crowdfunded 200K, and the lawyer still costed him 3 times for that for 4 years. This has been going on for 4 years. Yeah, he's gonna be fucking suited to poverty, bro. Uh, yeah, I don't know how his wife. Nick is on the last 200 though. Finally, good. Finally, Nick can be done with this. I'm sure he's like taking notes. And you know what would be really cool? And if Nick ever hears this, if you fucking take the if you were through those 750 pages, you were like either screenshotting or taking notes or whatever, or citing, um, you know, to make a final I'm Alex exposed video. I think that would be so fucking hilarious, bro. Boring and gay. Tell a joke. Your existence, JFA. Free face. There you go. Ahsoka says, which is why Karl should have settled. Ego. Ego. We all, YouTubers have egos. That's the problem. I could do this. I could do. Speaking of lawsuit, rolling on to the next topic. We got some Destiny Pixie update. Hooray! From my understanding, Destiny and Pixie now are in the midst of court, and Pixie has filed for a temporary restraining order, which is really interesting. So it just says this is a temporary restraining order against Stephen Bonnell II, compelling to remove all. Wait, hold on. Wait 1 second. I didn't read this through. Enjoy. We're gonna read through this because I want to see what's included. Because I would just assume it's not talking about each other, but it's saying remove publications of videos. Oh shit! This is gonna be interesting. I agree. Karl should settle over 1 million, million AUD in debt, bro. That's like $500,000 US. Probably not too bad actually, all things considered. Yeah, Karl should have settled. Good. Restrain the D man. The judge was okay. So, Destiny. Plaintiff being Jane Doe, because it still says Doe, even though we all know it's fucking Pixie. I don't get that, but whatever. Plaintiff hereby moves the court restraining order and a preliminary injunction. Fancy terms for here's your piece of paper, here's what not to do. Enjoy Stephen Bonnell from further sharing or distributing or publishing the intimate images, videos, or intimate information of the plaintiff. Okay, so you can't talk about her to other people or ask other people if there are images, videos, or speak to other partners, I would assume. Compelling Bonnell to remove all publications of the videos and all messages between him and the plaintiff on all forms of public media he controls, either directly or indirectly. So delete all the videos that he has. Orders the defendants to direct third parties in writing to wait. So Destiny has to. Okay, so this is important. Destiny has to direct third parties, so offsite website, that may have the material, in writing, to remove the videos from their website about the plaintiff, including intimate information. Is ordered to retrieve the messages he has. Wait, he's got deleted messages. Whoa! Orders defendant to retrieve the messages he deleted. He cease and desist from destroying evidence and preserve all discovered information relevant from his phones, computers, tablets, online accounts, platforms, and any other devices, and preserve all internet routers or hardware in their current form or image so they may be searched for relevant information on this action. Statement of fact. Hold on. A well-known live streamer and political commentator with millions of followers induced plaintiff to meet him in a hotel and engage in sexual relations while being videoed, quote unquote, the video. And then shared at least one of the videos, if not more, of the plaintiff's knowledge without consent. And then it has like a rough. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So Destiny has to do all the work because Pixie doesn't want to do it, and Pixie doesn't want to pay her lawyers to do it. So instead, she's like, all right, lawyers, listen, let's draft this up, all right? He has to not only stop harassing me, but he also needs to take down all my videos, okay? He needs to take down all the videos about me and my nudies, okay? Because that is not my job. He's the one who put it out there, not me. I mean, fair enough, I guess. And it sounds like he's removed some things, which is interesting. Maybe the judge knew about that, and that's why he granted it, because he was starting to remove information. I know Discord, which that's the one thing that's gonna be interesting. If there's any Discord messages, to my knowledge, anything that is deleted on Discord is deleted. That's it. Now, the conversation could still be there from the other person's perspective, but if the person deletes all the images and you have no recorded or documented backups of what is being said, it doesn't matter. That's it. Game over. It's gone. It just disappears in the ether. Hello all. What are we looking at? We're looking at Destiny being served a temporary restraining order, apparently, until the end of the trial, which sounds like this is going to be going on for quite some time. And speaking of folks in hot water and potential lawsuits that are happening, another person has come back. She has reappeared. She has shown her face once again, and I'm probably gonna get claimed, and I don't care. So here we go. Haley Welsh, everybody, she's back. The queen is back. The queen of crypto scams. And what is she up to? Why did she even come back? Let's find out.
Breaking news. Haley Welch has been shot to death. Haley Welch dead. The Hawk Tua girl has died.
What is going on?
Hawk Tua girl exposed for being pregnant.
My bad.
Breaking news. The Hawk Tua girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
She's trying to meme her way out of this. She's trying to get out of this. She's trying to look like she's gonna be able to be like, listen, what I did wasn't so bad, okay? Everyone can speculate and things about me. I think it's just really funny. I was just gone for a little bit of time, all right? Let's all pretend like the crypto scams didn't happen. What up, pizza boy? Appreciate you.
Pregnant.
Oh my god! Ooh.
What's going on with that Hawk Tua chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The Hawk Tua girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss Tua.
Colbert even covered this, and he's like a late night show host. Or what the fuck is this? She woke up. Yes, she did. Absolutely. If she had waited a bit longer, this might have completely worked. Honestly, yeah, I would say like probably a year or two. I don't know.
Get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
Wow. Thank you for coming back. No, seriously. Don't. I really didn't want to come back. Not for a while. You know, here's the cycle, right? Chat. We've known this with like Boogie and other people who've done these crypto skins. People who are gonna like who they like, they're gonna like them for who they are. It doesn't matter. Dr. Disrespect, FaZe Banks, or the FaZe Clan people who had that crypto scam. Fucking what's his name? Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon had a huge crypto scam. And guess what? He's still around. He's still streaming. He's still getting money. Nobody's stopping him because people are entertained by him. People will pay assholes to be entertaining. All right, it is not uncommon. Sam Pepper, yes, that is a good example. Yeah, the guy I covered a couple weeks ago, Sam Pepper, he's. I don't even know why people give that fucker money. The fucking worst, bro. Um, just, but yeah, it. People are gonna like who they like and what they like, and people are gonna forget, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, crypto's not real. All crypto's a scam. You should have known that." That's like I hate to say it. Whenever I talk to Vig about stuff, or I talk to Vig about stuff like that, not that I know anything or very much at all, but like, I think it was when NFTs were a big thing. We talked about crypto and NFTs and all that shit. He was like, "Yeah, it's all a scam," and I was like, "I can't disagree with you though." Like, why do you want to own these like digital things and whatever? And you know you're gonna lose money on it. And the only reason you're doing it is because you're praying that it popped off. But we'll see how it goes. Going completely quiet was the best move, but if she had waited another month or two, it so much easier because the world is so crazy right now. She needed a little more chaos first. I think probably by summertime she could have had like a few podcasts recorded, lined up, and just started posting. And I mean, I don't think anybody would have batted an eye. I mean, another person who I think should be uncanceled is Jenna Marble. She quote unquote, according to the internet, she wore like blackface, but from what I was told, it was makeup stuff. So I was pretty sure that's what it was. And she did it when she was like 18 or 19. I don't I don't care. Jenna Marbles, come back. You were great. You were great. You were great. You were a better example than half these fucking internet women who are fucking on here now. Oh my fucking god, I hate them all. There's only a few good, and they're all on Twitch. It's unfortunate. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Liana says, "What the fuck? I just got here. Women are bad. Women are evil." Listen, Liana, you had your moment. All right, you had your time. You you weren't always the cool Liana. All right, there was a moment in time where you weren't so cool. You're sick of this shit. Are you leaving the server or are you leaving the the fucking chat? Um, so I happen to be scrolling on r/, is I was like, you know what? Maybe I want another like a new. Maybe I want something that people aren't covering. And maybe I wanna see what is going on uh around YouTube. Because we're in this little bubble, right? We talk about very similar things between all these channels. And there's this gentleman by Mr. Happy 1227, a YouTube channel that is just self-described as, hold on one second, a gaming channel. They are a Final Fantasy 14. And he streams and plays other RPG. Well, this gentleman right here apparently scammed his audience. And how did he scam his audience? You may ask. He did a fundraiser, and we're gonna find out what happened with all that money on the fundraiser because he explains it further on. Women L, I agree. Is putting charcoal activated peel mask blackface chat? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In my all right. Let's see what Mr. Happy 1227 has. Oh, hi Zen.
Hello.
You okay?
I just woke up.
Sound pretty woke, not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're pretty woke. How are you doing?
Good. I heard you had an 8-hour stream. Did you have fun?
We had 3 8-hour streams. We did a 24-hour live.
I heard there was alcohol involved. How'd that work out?
Oh my god, bro. I listened back to which the point that the drunkenness hit me, and holy shit. I don't know if I want to do that in front of camera again.
Um, I will
I'm not
say,
hungover. I am not hungover. I do not have the hungover shit.
I will say, I got a few messages. I'm saying Xylie's in rare form right now, and I clicked on it, and I'm listening to you just banter with fucking Billy. And you're like, we're having a real good time.
Okay,
uh,
listen, Linda. All right, we were having a good time. We made some good money. I was doing $50 shots. And listen, I was responsible. Now, let me explain my responsibility in this matter. Once I felt a certain way, I cut my banner off and go, okay, no more shots. I'm not doing it. And then we got a crown, and I was like, I'm out of alcohol. I don't know how my legs will work to go get the other alcohol. And I don't think it would be a good idea if I took a shot for the crown. So, yeah, I took
yeah,
responsibility.
yeah. Well, that means you got to take like how much? How much is a crown? 200.
No, a crown is 500 a month.
Oh shit! So you got to take like 10 shots.
No. What we do for a crown is well, Billy has the assets for it, but we do a whole coronation, and he was asleep during this part because we took breaks. Um, we were both there during the first one. He was there part of the second one. I was running the OBS for the second one so he could go sleep. And
Yeah.
then he came back and took over for the third one where I would go to sleep, and I came back before we closed it down.
I gotta make dinner for my husband tomorrow. I remember hearing that, and I'm like, girl, is that a White Claw?
No, it's a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Okay, chat. All right. Okay. We don't have to say Xylee gets drunk now. Okay.
Mm-mm. Hell no. I have to
Listen,
go and buy another bottle tomorrow, though. God damn it.
why are you doing another drunk stream?
Because no, when we get a pay pig, we do swig for a pig, and if we get a crown, we take a shot. Yeah.
I feel like swig for a pig is probably more per fluid down than fucking doing a shot.
What do you mean?
How much do you swig? You
I
just
don't swig. No, it's just a swig. It's a quick whoop. That's it.
oh, okay, gotcha.
It's not even a gulp. It's just a whoop. Like take the
Oh,
bottle and put it to you quickly and whoop, boom.
I was thinking like what Brandon Buckingham does, where he pours it in your mouth until like the top of your mouth, and then
Okay,
you
that's
swallow
not
it.
even a swig. That's like 3 shots. No. No, a swig is literally taking the bottle to your lips, and it's almost like a sip,
Mm,
but it's
yeah,
called a swig. Whereas for a crown, I actually pour it into a shot. Show them the shot that is full, take the shot, and then I put it upside down so they know I actually drank it. You know.
side side note: Becky Boop being bald is hilarious.
I know. I'm just so tired. I'm so goddamn tired of hearing how she shaved her head. I was like, bro, we get it. We know you shaved your fucking head. Good job,
I
lady.
I love it. I love that she shaved her head. I want to. She looks like I should said. You know what I should do? Mitch has been offline for a while. Maybe I send Mitch a photo of Becky with her shaved head and say like she's got terminal cancer. Could you imagine?
Oh, Nick just rated you.
Yo, what up, Nickers? Our Nicholas Urio crew. Welcome to the stream.
You called him that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not getting canceled. Nope, I'm not doing it.
Oh, the Oreos are back. What up, Zane? Appreciate you.
The Oreos are back.
Nicaraguans. I appreciate you. Thank you. We're just chatting about locale a little bit. Xylee popped in. for the stream, and we'll be covering some other stuff after. But yeah, that's really fucking funny. Shit. Um, well, Xylee, I'm glad that you survived your 24-hour stream and you're not like hungover. Because if you were, you'd be bad with money. Those who are so bad with money.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
Yeah,
did
we're
you see what I had to do the other night?
no.
So Becky on her stream, I believe it was the night before. You know how my days run together now ever since I joined Lolcow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But there was one night where Becky, her punishment was to drink hot sauce.
Mm.
Core, even you would look at the supposed substance that was in that bottle that she had and go, there is no way on God's green earth that was hot sauce.
I remember you saying that, and you drink a whole bottle, or not a whole.
I wouldn't.
bottle,
I
you
didn't drink a
most
whole
of it.
bottle, but I sat there and I took it to. I drank it down to about halfway, and
Oh,
everybody
shit.
was like, "Oh, your stomach's going to be hurting. You're going to be shitting fire out of your asshole." And honestly, none of that happened.
Well, and you didn't have to drink milk or anything. You just fucking
No, I did drink milk. I did drink milk
Okay.
afterwards because and granted, it was supposedly like one of the easiest hot sauce, the Frank or whatever. That's why I didn't mind doing it. Um, but it was still hot for me because
You
I
should
don't like hot sauce. But
you
I
sh-
did drink milk afterwards.
you should have drank what was it? The Billy Mitchell hot sauce.
Nah,
Ricky's whatever. It
I'm
would have been
good, bro.
funnier. It would have been
I'm
funny.
good. Nah, I'm good, bro.
Lucid says, "All right, let's start the I am Alex document. 750 pages."
Fuck that.
Yeah, no. I saw that, and I said, if I get desperate, maybe I'd consider it. But I'm definitely not doing that. I don't know how Nick does it. I think it's great that he's doing it in parts because it's probably like the group chat, just scrolling through, seeing what's useful, what's not. You know what I mean? Kind of
You're not gonna
moving on.
catch me doing it. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm tapping out of the I am Alex shit. He did that video and I said, nope, fuck it. It's dumb. There's no way I can do this. And then when she dropped 750 pages, I tapped out. Nah, I'm gonna let Nick do that. Nope.
Yep.
Nick is the man for that job. God damn
Well,
it.
Well, listen, and I said this earlier in the stream, but if Nick ends up making a video, at least he's able to cite like some of the screenshots and be like, these are from the 750 page document. Here
Yeah.
are some I'm Alex highlights, and
Yeah.
then just making one after another one offs. You dumb bitch! Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
honestly,
kicked you.
Has he put any of those VODs out yet from the I am
Uh,
Alex?
I have no idea. I would assume so. I mean, it's easy, mod to make. All you gotta do is chop up like the first 5 minutes. There you go. Nick is the official I'm Alex Red.
True, Mad Max. True. That's so
Oh,
true, bro.
shit.
I gotta go live on my channel tomorrow.
Well, what time are you going live?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to go like 11 or 12.
11 or 12. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I will.
because Premic put out the video about this bitch that I covered in my T days, my T channel days, and I want to go over that video because I didn't know about this lore, so I'm excited.
Primic. I haven't heard from Primic in a long time. Or like,
Bro, let me tell you something. You want to talk about a fan of the Lolcow universe? That would be Primic.
where has Black Wolf Company been, by the way? Have you heard from him lately?
No, I haven't heard from him at all.
Yeah, between him and Primic, like I haven't seen either of them like around the commentary sphere in a long time.
Oh, Primic's around. He just doesn't really talk out in the open.
Oh, okay. Can you say that you're covering locales without covering I'm Alex at this rate? Oh wow. I don't know. They got a good point.
750 pages. That's all I have to say. And listen, I don't have the time to cover I Am Alex with my streaming schedule that I have over on locale. There's no fucking way. 750 pages, bro.
I mean, you could always be like, team, you should get Alex on.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine that conversation? Oh, I hate that stupid idiot. Why the fuck did you ask?
Why am I hearing that you have a harem? And Beckett confirmed it.
Oh wait, why is Beckett confirming anything? First of all, I haven't talked to him in like he's not answering the group chat anymore, which is very sad. Everyone bully Beckett next time you see him, all right? Be like, answer the group chat, bitch.
Is he alive?
I think he's just doing his own thing. Because I've seen him do streams. So, and he's mostly doing ACC stuff. And no, I did not confirm that I have a harem. Okay, they think it's funny to say I have a harem, and that my harem is, well, okay. I should be careful with how I phrase that. That quote unquote harem, quote unquote, is both male and female, and my entire chat is a bunch of, because they compared, they were like, Tipster had the goth mommies, you have the harem now. I'm like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? And they just keep doing it every time. They won't give it up. It's just like when they said, now recording's dead. Now recording's dead. You made a harem without Xylee? Excuse me, Xylee was busy, right? Xylee's oh, listen, I don't have a harem. Fuck! I fell into the trap again. I hate it. I hate it.
Okay, first of all, I have no time for any harems, okay? I barely have time for my own Xylearchy on my own goddamn channel. I am working the locale mines like I'm one of the 7 fucking dwarves, okay? So, look, I have no time at all.
Can't do it, Xylee. You're not committed to the core gang. They want me
Bro,
to.
I have no time for the core gang. I'm surprised I'm up just to come and talk to you. But
I
it's because
know.
we did that fucking 24-hour fucking stream, and I'm like, I had to get some sleep, bro.
I was like, Xylee's probably popping in here because her schedule's.
Yeah.
Yay! I get my talking buddy back. Woo!
I ran the stream yesterday from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Damn, girl.
That was the second stream.
Or Beckett also has a podcast with Diesel, and now Chris, that they also have to record. But Beckett needs to be bullied a lot. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Beckett has another podcast and he didn't tell us? You know what? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
I knew about that podcast with him and Diesel, and I knew Chris was joining. Where in the fuck have you been?
Well, clearly Beckett hasn't been talking to us.
Well, I haven't talked to Beckett in a while. I haven't talked to him in a while either. I need to message him to see if he's alive.
Well, you know what? It's fine. Fine.
Yeah, it's called Internet Explorers. Yeah.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Shut up.
I will not have another podcast being broadcasted. Haha, broadcast.
Oh my
speaking
god,
of-
and fuck Mitch.
Yeah, I was
okay?
gonna say, speaking of broadcast, 2/3 of the broadcast is on locale.
Fucking Mitch is on Twitter going, 2 of the broads are now locals. I was like, hold up. We're not fucking locals. We just so happen to work for them, okay?
I cannot wait until Eva joins, and it's all 3 of you. Oh, it'll be so nice. And Mitch can make it happen, by the way. I don't know why Mitch hasn't endorsed. Crazy. And we got a shout out from Locale Ozzy on Locale Live. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because somebody said something about shock mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Liana.
Yep.
Yeah, free shout out. Thank you, Liana, by the way. I appreciate you. Core has been editing in the salt mines. Oh god, I don't want to talk about it. I was editing for a while in the salt mines, and then I was actually mining on the Rust servers with beavers, and then I took a little break because it's been hectic to keep up with all this shit. And then there was a period of time where nothing was going on except for Fat Camp for 2 weeks. But I'm glad you made it out alive, and you'll be able to do another Locale Live event this coming summer. This summer at Keemstar's 4th of July. So Riley gets Billy the Fridge, book 2988 in Brent. It's gonna be a locale summer, Riley.
Bro.
Are you excited?
So excited, let me tell you.
Now recording, stopped recording. No, we didn't. We streamed last week. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, there was 2 weeks of boredom. Yeah, pretty much. Everything's been going on. You need to jump on more often. Listen, all right. All I gotta do is jump on when there's something to talk about. All right. There's a lot to talk about. All right. I still gotta get through the Shelbo stuff. I still gotta get through the Mr. Happy stuff. I still gotta get through the Wings stuff. I haven't talked about the Wings stuff yet. I don't know.
Wait, what wing stuff?
Wings and Kelly came on a stream or went on his stream and talked.
God, yes. Oh
You know?
my fucking God, bro. I do not understand. Get off the fucking internet and chill for a second. The fuck?
He's got to make money. That's the thing, you know. He can't just be stagnant and not make content. That's his whole entire problem. And it's really funny because I was told he tried to justify the whole pushing, but you don't have to comment. I can tell by those sighs. You're like, yeah, I know what was said.
Yeah. Kelly did not help. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's loyal, or she's loyal to him, you know? So, it is what it is, Xylee.
Marlikins was in the chat last night. She caught me white girl wasted. She sent me a clip and she was like, I died when you did this. And I was talking about how I had RBF as a baby. I was like, I looked like a bitch when I was a baby.
Oh, man. Well, Xylee, I'm going to get back to talking. If that's cool with
Yep, go do that. I'm gonna probably go lay down, most likely. I don't know yet. I'm gonna go do something, but go do your stream. I wanted to pop in and say hello and bye, chat.
Thank you
Y'all
so much,
have a
Xylee.
great night. Yep, I'll talk to y'all later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, chat. We're here with me once again. All right, now you're stuck with me, and now I'm gonna read the chat. What up, Cloudy? By the way, what up, Nate? What up, Robin? What up, Marlikins? Oh my God, Xylee, I just got here, and now she's gone. So, all right. So, what were we discussing? Oh, right. So, Mr. Happy is a YouTuber who plays video games. He plays mostly Final Fantasy and RPG games. Well, he did a fundraiser not too long ago, and he has 214K subscribers. And we'll see what he has to say. All right, the topic I wanted to cover and see what was going on. What is this? Just acknowledge? No, you will not get me to acknowledge the H word. Yeah, that's right. I could call it the H word. All right. Anyways. All right, so this is Mr. Happy. By the way, thank you for the 7 or 8 people that subbed. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like and sub and all that good stuff. Helps me in the algorithm and whatnot. But yeah, let's see what Mr. Happy has to say about his life up.
This is a video regarding some personal matters that I wanted to provide an update on. If you've watched my channel, my content over the past several years, you probably have some idea of what it's about already. But it's a video that, well, I didn't want to have to make. It's not a video I ever saw myself making, but a video I feel like is owed to everyone that's ever been a part of my community, who's consumed my content, and specifically who's contributed towards something that I did a few years ago that I just wanted to, I don't know, I guess this is just the only way I could think to talk about this kind of thing. So some years ago, during DSR's release in Final Fantasy XIV, I took that as an opportunity to do a fundraiser for my mother. My dad passed away several years ago. My mother, being disabled and just kind of going through the system and not really being able to get the support that she needed, I largely took on the supportive role from across the country. I was paying for everything. I went through hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years before that point.
So this is already starting off to be a bad idea. Chat, do not pay for somebody else's fucking mother, because it sounds like he's going with yeah, I fundraised. I spent, because you could already tell. And let's take some guesses, all right, chat. Let's do that, all right. What do you think that he's about to say? All right, I think, in my opinion, he's gonna say that he spent all the money and that he needs more money, or that he spent the money and he fucked up, and he needs your support to give more money to potentially himself and not his mother. What up? Have a good night, we're calling. I appreciate you. But yeah, place your bets in chat. Place your bet. I want to see.
And I kind of hit a breaking point where I just needed, if I didn't do that, it was unsustainable for me to do what I was doing, and it was unsustainable for her to keep, honestly, just living in the house that she raised the family in and everything, which is what she wanted. So I convinced her to do a GoFundMe that I was going to do during DSR, which was supposed to help pay for the mortgage on the house, which was just about $50,000 at the time.
Orpheus, as soon as you said that, as soon as that popped up for me on my end, he's losing the house. He just said he needs to pay for his mortgage. Listen here, Chad. I'm gonna lose my house. I need you to support me right now. All right, I need you to give me your money. Money. Don't forget to donate. By the way, links are in the description below. If you wanna donate $5 yes. On Stream Element. I don't have Ko-Fi. But yes, pay for his mortgage. Do it. All right, he's gonna lose his house. Yes, like Bo Black. Exactly. It's National Beavers Day. I won't tell him, I promise. All right.
That fundraiser, and I have the page up right now for reference, ended up raising a total of $118,437, which is way beyond what I thought was. I didn't think the $50,000 was even going to happen. She definitely didn't. And it was phenomenal, the amount of people who came out and the support that was raised for that. That was not the end of the hardship, however. For the years after that, under the impression that the house had been paid off, any credit card bill she had been paid off, and that other things had been done, you know, it ended up going through that money pretty quick. And so I had continued to support her in some capacity. I just didn't have to do as much, but I was like still doing property taxes, which are pretty.
Wait, so not only are you paying for the mortgage, but you're paying her credit cards off for her to buy fuck all everything. Like, what the fuck? To me, this sounds like the biggest fucking grift ever. Guys, listen, my mom needs all this money, all right? She's going through a housing crisis, okay? And it's really important that you don't, all right? But by the way, you also can pay for her Chanel bag and all of her makeup and her Domino's and you know, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? This is why you pay your own essentials before spending it on others. Exactly. Great gesture, but you're fucking yourself over. This is like milk. Well, it's milking your audience. I don't think it's a scam. I think this is milking your audience. Someone said it sounds like a scam.
Pretty expensive in New Jersey, as well as, you know, maintenance on the house, anything that needed fixing, new washing machine or, you know, whatever. Occasionally we'd send food over. I can.
Wait, what? Sending food over and fixing the washing machine. Okay. So now we're paying for appliances too. We can't. Bro, go to a laundromat. It's New Jersey. and most of it's suburb, if not urban.
Continue to support that. Some months ago, I began to pull back on that because it just, again, was still unsustainable for me to have done that. And I had an agreement with my mother that any money at that point, I convinced her that the house kind of had to be sold. And that anything I gave her from that point on, after convincing her, I was going to need kind of reimbursed, because I was just kind of digging a hole year after year where I was barely able to get through tax season because I'd basically owe in taxes what I had in my bank account because I was giving her as much money. Normally, it was tens of thousands of dollars.
Hey, Mom, by the way, my audience gave you a bunch of money. I gave you a bunch of money. But also, listen, I'm going to need that money. All right? Like, I know I gave it to you and I helped you out and do all this stuff, but, you know, my audience gave you that hard-earned money, so therefore I need more of it. Okay? What the fuck is going on? You think he can pay off your bills, Robin? I don't think he'd even pay my bills, all right? It sounds like he needs money. It sounds like he's desperate. Yeah, that's what I'm sniffing around here for. I could smell it. Money.
Every year. Like, I think I racked up a bill of probably between 400 500,000. I have to go count it all.
Wait, what?
But
400, 500,000? What? You want $500,000 paid back from your mom, who can't even afford to pay her own mortgage and credit card, but yet you want her to pay you back? Bitch, that money's gone. That money ain't coming back. What the fuck is wrong with you? I need the GoFundMe cloud that these people have. Oh my fucking god, this is crazy.
But that was the agreement, and seemingly she had a buyer for the house. It was supposed to be sold at the end of March, and everything was supposed to be settled, move on. She would have enough money to, like, you know, she had a living situation she said she had planned out, and that was going to be fine. Well, March 3rd, this is currently April 5th as of the recording of this, so March 3rd, I get a text from a sibling, my only sibling, that there were cops outside my house and that my mother was being removed from the premises. Now, that was obviously frightening, and I wanted to hear an explanation for that. And I got one, and I didn't quite believe it because something just seemed really off. The explanation ended up being that there was a tax lien against the house in some capacity, which makes sense. I hadn't paid the property taxes for her in months. She hadn't asked me to. So that kind of made sense explanation-wise. However...
My mom... This is going to be interesting. I'm going to let it play out before I give too many comments, but... I thought you said she sold the house. So... Okay. Let's just let this...
I have acquired a document that tells a much worse story. And again, I normally wouldn't want to share this stuff, but given that the fundraiser I did that. I'm responsible for this. I don't want to, the words, I'm just going to read the words. And honestly, it's so much legal jargon that it's hard for me to fully understand. Together with all and singular the rights, liberties, privileges, hereditaments, and appertenances. Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't try to read this. Thereunto belonging or in any wise appertaining, and the reversion and remainders, rent, issues, and profits thereof, and also the estate's right, title, interest, use, property, claim, and demand of said defendant of, into, or out of the same, be sold to pay and satisfy in the first place unto the plaintiff. Then it lists the mortgage company and says, as the trustee for the benefit of the season credit risk transfer trust series 2018-1 to the sum of $70,217.72, being the principal, interest, and advances secured by certain mortgages given by name of my family members, being indebted to name of corporation, and then goes over the dates. And it's like, I have like an 11-page document that.
So your mom didn't pay the bills. She didn't pay for the house. You were $72,000 short of paying the house. And instead, and she owes taxes and loans for $72,000. So all that $500,000 you gave your mom didn't do shit, bro. I need your continued support. I need exactly $75,000. All right, the $3,000 is going to me. Or no, processing fees. The $72,000 is going to the house.
Goes over that. I'm not great with my legal jargon, but if I'm not mistaken, that means that the mortgage was never paid. I don't know how to interpret that as any other way, and she has not admitted.
I don't care who you are. All right. If I have the means and the money, and I could, right? All right. I'd help my mom pay her mortgage off or whatever. But the difference between me and this idiot, I would actually go to the bank with her and give the money to the bank. I wouldn't trust the fact, she already owes you $500,000, bro. Do you really trust the fact that she paid the house off? Because let's be honest, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like your mom probably gambled the money away, whether that's on shit or actual gambling or alcohol or something. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Chat together. We can pay her bills. I offered to help pay bills. My parents say no. Shit happened. I don't know. I know it's weird. Why wasn't he checking her finances to make sure everything are okay? If you're getting asked not stop, that's what I'm saying. Like, fucking, you're doing that. He said he's doing this for at least 2-3 years. At least, he said, right? So, $500,000 later, I'm sorry. After the first 10K, I want to make sure that my money's going where it's supposed to go. If I'm helping my mom pay for this fucking house, it better be going to where the fucking house is. But oh no, it's cool, mom. I believe you. Here's another 100K. Oh, here's another 100K my fans gave you.
Admitted to me in any capacity. She has said that that is not the case when I have approached her about it. And she's basically been homeless for the past month. I helped her for a little bit at first because she said she was going to get it fixed. And I'm, quite frankly, a sucker as far as I'm concerned. And all I know is that I have this document right here that seems to imply that the mortgage was not paid. Now, I don't know how she would have stayed in the house all that time if the mortgage wasn't paid. That doesn't make sense. I raised that money in 2022, and I haven't helped with the mortgage in ages. So I don't know how she would have taken her till 2025 to be removed.
Okay, but you're saying she owes you 400 to 500K. I don't know. Unless your mom has a really expensive house, like a million, like $500,000 mansion, ain't no motherfucking way you giving her all that money. Plus, your dad, he said his dad passed away and all that. So your mom and dad must have paid something into the house already. There ain't no way you give this woman 300, 400K, or 400, 500, $400, $500 or $1,000 to fucking pay this mortgage off. Ain't no way. You said credit cards, washing machines. Dude, I feel like lying. I feel like there's truths, there's small truths in here to make it believable, but I feel like there's a lot of lies.
If it wasn't paid, that also didn't make a lot of sense. But what I do know is I have this document that seems to imply that. And so I am in a position where it is my duty to report to you that I can't say in good confidence that the money that I raised for my mother that she was supposed to use for that, I can't in good confidence say that it was spent the way it was supposed to be spent. It has screwed me out of so many parts of my life that I put on hold to help her. And it's hurt a lot of other people in the process because I know that that fundraiser was not a bunch of people with money to spare to give to my mother so that I could finally have my life back. That's a lot of people who were probably struggling with their own parts in life, and they were still trying to do something that was good for the benefit of someone that had made content on, like, I don't know, people say nice things, but I just, honestly, it's hard for me to ever accept them. I'm
For $2 right now, $2 right now, I could say I don't give a fuck. I'm kidding. This guy, do I feel bad in some sense? Yeah, a little bit, but I feel like I said, after 10K, I'd be like, all right, mom, like, where is this money going? Like, why am I shoveling all this money into a pit? You know what I mean? What up, Joe Lyle? Appreciate you. I spent the money. I couldn't afford it for sure, but it was kind of worth it. Oh, God. Like, you're doing this to your audience, and you're doing this on your page, and now you're apologizing for it? This is fucking crazy.
I'm responsible for all of that. And without the confidence to say that I don't know what the truth is, and I just, there's so much legal, again, I just don't understand it. I tweeted a few weeks ago that something that was happening in my real life had me on edge, and it was this, because the money I was going to get from the sale of the house was going to be something that I used to basically start my life that I've been putting on hold for years as I tried to help her through whatever situation that she was going through with my dad gone.
Okay, so real quick update for those who just joined us. This is Mr. Happy 1227, 200K sub YouTuber, plays a lot of Final Fantasy RPG games. did a fundraiser, and we are learning that between 400 and 500, he gave his mom 400 to 500K, which may or may not include about 100K in GoFundMe money as well. So this woman took her son for a ride for about $500,000, and he's sitting here, being like, my life is over. I need money. I need money. There's no fucking way you don't question after 10K where your money's going.
And I felt like that was my responsibility to my family. And now I feel like all it's done is just shave years off my life where I couldn't do anything I wanted. I've had to cancel trips.
Motherfucker, I could buy like what? A car's like 25, 30K. Bro, I could buy like fucking 12, 13, 14, like 14 different cars. 14 cars. Let's put that in perspective. 14 cars his mom spent worth of money. And this motherfucker didn't even blink an eye and be like, Mom, are you sure you're putting the money into the mortgage? Are you his chat paid for her luxurious life for 2 to 3 years. Like, what the fuck?
I actually just canceled PAX East. I was supposed to go to PAX East, but with this, I had to cancel it. It just didn't.
Okay, PAX East is not that. All right, I went there. All right, PAX is like, the tickets are maybe like $100. You could get an Airbnb. We got like, it was not the greatest side, but I think I got it for like 500, $600, and if you split it with a bunch of people, you'll be fine. What the fuck? Don't act like don't act like this isn't a cry for you to get money.
Didn't make sense to go to spend thousands of dollars to go to a convention. It was going to be the first convention that I go to other than TwitchCon. And
Okay, it's not thousands of dollars. Stop. There ain't no way. Okay, I may give you $1,000, maybe two, but that's it. It's not gonna cost you 1,000.
years had to do it, and that's been my life for the past however many years. It's been just canceling things and not being able to do things and feeling like I'm constantly behind. But to me, that's not even a concern. My concern is that I'm looking at a GoFundMe page of $118,000, and I feel like that's my responsibility, and I don't know what to do because it's hard for me to figure out exactly who's who. It's not like people signed with their Twitch names. There's a ton of anonymous ones, and I don't know. But okay, the point of this is I owe an explanation because you all did an amazing thing. And I feel like it's been wasted, and I facilitated it, and it just falls on me. And you just can't run from responsibility. So I wanted to make a video that was standalone, that just explained.
I am reaching out to all the donators to let them know they've been scammed. All right, I'm not gonna give the money back because I'm broke, but I'm a $500,000 in debt. My mom owes me $500,000, and she's homeless. I don't think. I probably will never see the money, but I just wanted to let you know that she scammed you, not me. Bro, talk about like throwing your mom under the bus. It's kind of not your fault to do this. He's Final Fantasy version of Xanderhall. Exactly. The Moogle stole my money. At least he's owning up to stuff. I mean, this is better than most. This whole one sentence. Hey, I fucked up my finances so you can donate to help my bills. Hold on. Well. All right, we're getting close to the end. I kind of want to cheat a little bit. Hold on 1 second. Damn, I thought there was going to be a GoFundMe. wait. Yeah. Oh, God. I do not want my money back. Now, if you can give me my money back, we will at least... Wait, what? That's so crazy. He's totally trying to milk sympathy out of his audience.
What was going on. So what does it mean? Well, I've got a lot of changes coming up in my life, changes I'm very much looking forward to. And I can kind of do two things at once. There's a back shelf behind me, as you can see, that's full of all sorts of gaming memorabilia, things that have been sent to me from companies, things that I've...
Can I buy your YouTube play button? I want to, you know how like Chris the Narc wants to collect all of the locale items, the cursed items of localness. All right, like he's getting I told him he needs to get Lio Convoy's head and put it in like a trophy case because he said apparently Lio offered that to him. I want to get this guy's YouTube guy discount game or gaming Xanderhall.
Purchased all sorts of fun little bits and bobs back there. I'm effectively going to be giving all that stuff away. I'm going to be doing some sort of, I don't know if subathon is the right word. I'm going to do some sort of like streamathon where every certain amount I can give some of that stuff away. There's like stuff that's sent exclusively to creators, which can't be resold, which is why I'm choosing to give it away. Otherwise, I have to start thinking about what I paid for versus what that, as a creator, when companies send you stuff, it's generally under the premise it cannot be resold. So giving away, yes, but not resold. So doing some sort of, something where I can give to people is like one of the things. And that's just.
Oh, okay, buddy. Listen. All right. If someone shows up to a garage sale and you say, they say $50 for that item, it's not like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna tell the developers, oh, hey, by the way, they showed me this. Okay, they're YouTuber. They showed me this. Bro, yeah, he's auctioning stuff. Exactly. And he said he's gonna do like a subathon, streamathon, and shit like that. This is like a self promo to be like, listen, all right, I need to bail myself out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw my mom under the bus, and then I'm going to do a stream where I collect a bunch of donations to recover from my 500K debt from my mother. Dude, he will be selling his organs one by one. I mean, yeah, it's better than begging for money. Seriously, this is better than most YouTubers, to be honest. I guess, I don't know. It's really sad because I'm just like thinking, I'm like, if you're that like strapped for cash, let's call it like it is, chat. Sell your streaming equipment. Your streaming equipment will probably get you like a PC will be like 1 to 2K, maybe 3. Your monitors will be what, like 150 a piece, 100. And he probably has like 2 or 3. Keyboard, mouse, that's probably $50 right there. There you go. There's some of it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll buy his play button though. I'll absolutely buy that. Next we'll have a play button. The starting price is 100K. No, $100. All right, that's all I'm willing to. Wait, so he gave his mom all his money, or is he aiming to pay his audience back? He didn't say that he was paying his audience back. He just said. So he just said, I'm giving my mom. I'm making my mom a GoFundMe, which was 118K according to him. It raised to pay off her bills, including her mortgage and credit card. He, on and off for the last 2 to 3 years, was also giving her money on top of that, which he wants reimbursed from her, which is about 400 to 500K. Ain't no way this motherfucker is getting anything. He might get 100K just from fucking doing a subathon, maybe, if he's that pop. I don't even think he's that pop. How many views did it get? 47K. So he's got he's got about 20% of his audience. And I'm not part of his audience, so it might be a little bit. But yeah, about 20% of his audience is actually watching. Maybe he gets good streams. Maybe he gets like a couple thousand. Maybe he pulls off the Dioria, Maybe he can buy a Tesla by the end of the month. Who knows?
Just going to be just to bring in cash. But the other thing I want to do is I want to figure out a way to get this 118,000 back. Now, obviously, I can't just put 118,000 aside. I don't have that kind of money. It's been going to her for years now. But I need recommendations on how people think I should go about this, because I don't know how to prove that the people that are here that have like, there's anonymous $5, anonymous $3. There's some people with names that there's just not. I don't know how to go about getting these people their money back. And I need some sort of recommendation. My mother won't answer me with the GoFundMe page login. I have no idea what she's even doing because I've just been trying to stay out of touch with her. I don't know where she's living, I don't know. I don't know anything about what's going on the other side of the country. And I thought like I can afford to go back and figure it out. So, because what am I going to spend another several $1,000s going back to New Jersey? So I'm there in person, so I can just find out that we've all been fucked 6 ways. No, it just doesn't make any sense. So I need a recommendation. I need the community's recommendation about how to get people this money back. Because what I can do is I can like allocate an amount of money per month to get people, like, especially a lot of the little charges here that I'm seeing. Because I know these are not people who had money to spare. They're people who were probably struggling as well. and said, you know what, $5 for someone to like help them through a tough situation, I want to be able to give them that back, even if it's years later. It doesn't matter. It's
Thank God. Okay, he saved it. He saved the chat. All right, he said he's gonna give them money back. All right, whether he does or not in the future, we will see. We'll see. We will revisit Mr. Happy 1227 in the future and see if he has paid the money back and how much of it has he paid back. Because you gotta hold him accountable. If you're gonna say these things, right, and you're gonna do a subathon, but then you're gonna give the money away to your mother, $500,000. Christ. Oh, what is wrong with him? If she lied to him to get the money or gave a false impression, can't he take her to court? Well, he just stated that the reason why he won't do it is because she has no money. He's homeless. What is he get? It's drawing blood from a stone. You're not going to get anything out of it. So, he's got to take it as a loss. So he might be good at Final Fantasy 14, but fails at IRL. I mean, does that look like a man who's got a girl living in there? He gives $500,000 to his mom. Boxing match with his mom to raise the money. Yeah, Creator Clash. Yeah, maybe he should have done Creator Clash. Him versus his mom.
It's not like it's people.
Loser has to give all their earnings to the winner.
Conditions have gotten any better in the last several years. They're getting worse as we speak. So that's video is just to let you know that I'm going to be doing the big event to give you some clarity on what's been going on and to get recommendations about how I can go. Like if anyone has like a system or an idea of like, I guess I'm just not good at brainstorming this kind of thing. So comment on that are very much welcome, because I can't in good conscience just be like, oh, I need to raise money for me. No, I need obviously I want to like bring back some capital in by giving that stuff away in the back. But it's more important to me to be responsible for this. So I hate that this is a video that has to exist. And I'm not doing a fundraiser. It's stupid. This whole thing, this entire situation began with a fundraiser that I raised under the idea that it was being used for a specific thing or a few specific things. And I can't, I've said it a bunch of times. It's just what I do when I'm mad and upset. But, yeah, I'm sorry. It's on me. There's just no way about it. I did the fundraiser. I have to take responsibility. So hopefully you can figure something out and I can get these people their money back. It's not going to be quick, but I got to do something. So, yeah, I don't know how to end this. It's not a video where you have a clean ending. So
just end
get this posted to Twitter and then probably I should post it to YouTube also at the very least. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'll keep doing what I do. Nothing's changing with that, but I got to figure this out. So wish me luck and give me suggestions. Thanks.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. In the future, he might prove me wrong, all right? I think about YouTubers all the time, and they do stuff like this, where they say they're going to do it. They're like, I need suggestions. But when they actually get suggestions, they don't do any of them. They don't do anything. But he's going to still go through the subathon and then does all this. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good luck to him. Maybe he recouped some of that money. Maybe he's able to pay some of those people back. I don't foresee that happening, but who knows? Maybe he gets lucky. What do you think, Chad? Do you think he's gonna do it? Do you think he's got good intentions? He recognizes the wrong that he did. Well, it's not even the wrong. All right, this is the other thing too, which is it's hard because like he didn't know his mom was going to spend the money on items other than the mortgage and her bill, right? But in the same breath, it happened, and he feels responsible and he wants to get it back. It's not his fault, and they donated their money willingly, and so it's like a catch-22. You're not. That money was given because they gave the choice. I don't know. I'd feel like I'd have to give as much money as I could back, but I also understand that like people that are anonymous, there's nothing I could do other than post to my socials and get people to retweet it and advertise and say, hey, if you had donated can you provide me a screenshot of your GoFundMe, um, donation, um, to my campaign with a name with a date and with a date and timestamp attached or something. So that's probably what I would. That's probably, but that's just. Nah, Anissa wouldn't allow that to happen. That would be so wrong on 20 levels in their mind. Well, yeah, they can't even fucking allow that shit to happen. Or they can fight in the CC-tagon. Oh, fuck. Octagon? Is that what you're trying to say there, Robin? Mr. Happy versus Cyrax in a steel cage match. That would be hilarious, bro. He's gonna raise 500K and give it to his mom again. It's exactly what you see. That's what I'm thinking. He's not gonna willingly. I don't think he doesn't. I mean, he just kept giving her money. Why did you keep giving her money? After the first time, you'd be like, hey, like after 100, if you get 100K free, by the way, and get away with it, like, good for you. But like, right. He might pay it back. I doubt it. I doubt it will be anywhere near the full amount. I don't think it will. I probably like 20K, and the rest will be for him. He's not 1,000% in the wrong. He's like 10%, but at least he sounds like he's got a plan, though. We'll see. Final Fantasy just got an update. He's supposed to do high-level dungeons as well. Might be able to fundraise a pretty penny. We'll see what happens. See, why is I don't know. His mom is a Nigerian prince. He just needs to help her relocate the fund. Bro, imagine he does a double whammy scam. He's like, I need your support. I will be streaming Final Fantasy for 48 hours. And all the money goes to me. And then later he's like, all right, listen, I went to my mom and her lawyer fees, and I got her a house, and I did this and did that. Oh, shit. That'd be so fucking funny. Another thing that's really funny. Okay, maybe it's not funny, but something worth noting, chat, is YouTube has updated their guidelines around speech policies and hate speech. And one of their things that they have removed is gender identity! Okay, Beavers is free. He can say all the words and the slurs and all that other stuff. He can say anything he wants once again. We'll see. He'll probably put that to the test. I'm not going to lie. But yes, anti-LGBT stuff. It's over, according to User Mag. The YouTube hate speech policy has removed the phrase gender identity. So there you go. The Beavers will be very content here. He will be raising a flag. He will be saying all the things, all the words, all the negative things that are happening. So, all right. Next, that was just a brief little thing, though, just so you know. Huge W for Beavers, exactly. But I just painted the Batmobile in rainbow colors. Well, too bad, Batman. Too late for you. Just in time for National Beaver Day. You know what? You might be happy about this. Me and him have been playing Rust a lot lately, which I might play a little bit Rust on stream. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how things ebb and flow, you know? All right. So everybody's favorite topic, everybody's favorite person. Apparently I've been lacking in this knowledge for quite some time. But Shelbo is back. And Shelbo is enacting an Operation Shelbo 22. It just got real, apparently. This was sent to me by Purple PAWPRINTS. Shout out to Purple. Guess Alfred is working overtime. That's so funny. All right, let's see.
Hello, everyone. I need to tell you all something. I've had enough games with Iman. If she wants to ruin this show, that's fine. But don't put that charity in jeopardy because of how she feels about the wedding. I need her and everyone else to understand this is going to happen regardless of how she feels about it. So guess what, guys? I am single again, and I'm telling her this until she understands what that scripture means. I need her and everyone else.
Bro, this guy it's definitely on. He needs psych meds. I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck? He's single now though. Chat, he's single. Okay, you know, nothing against Shelbo. Ladies, especially the quote unquote harem. Ladies. This fine gentleman who is very dedicated, very loving, very overly affectionate, all right? To the point where he would lose all of his money, his house, his friends, his family, all his stuff just for you. For the small price of psychosis. Okay? He could be all yours, ladies. Come on. I know. I believe in you. Come on. Anybody in the chat gonna take him up on his you know, you're gonna be his rebound, all right? You're gonna be the one to say, listen, I'm the one who brought him out of the ashes, all right? I brought him out of the ashes, and he is a wonderful person. All you single ladies, maybe even you taken ladies, all right? You taken ladies, reconsider your man. Is this here's a real man. Oh shit. Shelbo got the rib. Exactly. Who the fuck is the nurse? Blue shirt. Did you see the guy walking by being like, what are you yapping about? Yeah, well, you know, that's what happens. They talk to themselves quite a lot in psych wards. Ladies, hit him up. He won't be single for long. This man will steal your life, miss to steal your girl. Nah, Shelbo needs some IO and Lucy, you're not single. You and Robin are together, okay? All right. We've already known this. It's been a long time. But all the rest of you ladies, oh, that's actually scary. Nope. Why? What is yeah. He's in a psych ward? Yes. He was mandated to be in a psych ward. Lander? Well, Robin, sue me in Australian court. All right? You and Lucy.
He understands what that scripture means. I need her and everyone else to understand. I am single again. You know what? That's what the show is going to be about from now on. I am looking for someone else. So if you want to join the show, it is no longer a show anymore. I am actually looking for someone now. So basically, guys, if you want to go out with me, look at that scripture on the Twitter account, because that's what I'm basing it off on. And I'm letting you guys know, if anyone wants to date me or anything like that, please read that.
Okay, hold on, ladies. Hold on. Shelbo has a scripture for you to read. Let's see if it's, first of all, I'm going to check that it's safe, that we can show this on screen. Okay. But Shelbo is single. All right. Ladies, he's on the market. Shelbo will be a dedicated man. All right. He will go above and beyond what most men would do. Okay. There is nothing wrong with Shelbo. All right. He is just very happy and very ecstatic person. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think he's just he has so much love for a single person that it comes off the wrong way. And I think you guys would be okay with it. I mean, come on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to see where his little script. He said, read the scripture on Twitter. All contestants must make a private telegram to discuss it. Oh, here we go. Ahem. All right, chat. I didn't read through this, so we're winging it. All right. What is this? This is not true. You're allowing the harem to explore outside. Listen, you guys can do what you want, and there's no harem. I'm already married, although these are my husband approves of your harem. Hey, what the fuck? Listen to the background music. Yeah, I heard it was like ah. Have you ever walked into a hospital? They make a bunch of fucking noises and sound. I used to volunteer in a hospital for a short period of time, where I would hear things like that, and I'd be like, nope, not going in there. I would send somebody else in there, and they're like, oh, thanks, asshole, and I'm like, you're welcome. Or like to watch what? I've never had to go on a date that starts with read the scripture first. Nope. Private telegram? No. Why not? Pretty idiot. Come on. Let's review it. Let's review this together, okay? All right. Welcome to Operation Shelbo. Things just got real. It's a whole PowerPoint presentation. All right. So Operation Shelbo is, the rules are simple. 22 single or in a wait. 22 single or in a relationship women will compete for my love each day they're there, and will be 4 girls, 1 each state, various locations. There will be 6 days in total, and on the 7th day only 1 girl will be the winner. No favorites, equal opportunity. You must pay your own way. Each girl must pay their own transportation. You must like meatloaf and rice. It can hold a conversation. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this? So you guys are going to be eating a lot of meatloaf. Oh, good. And on the 7th day, hold on, let me see if I can zoom in, because it was really tiny text. Hold on. On the 7th day, I will make a decision on who I will be dating. And then it's a 1/20th of a carat sterling silver diamond. Oh wait, it's a flower promise ring. Hold on one. Chat, I'm gonna look this up. real quick. All right. I want to see what the woman of his dreams is absolutely worth. Okay, because honestly, you know, you gotta like meatloaf. You gotta like rice. I mean, what's not to like about him? I'm telling you, there's a lot of good things about Shelbo, okay? You guys just don't, you're not seeing it, or you ladies aren't. I apologize, okay? You ladies aren't saying it. Okay. So, let me just make sure there's no identifying information. Okay. I don't think there's any identifying information, but okay. Okay. So, we got $180 promise ring, ladies. That is what you are worth to Shelbo. All right? You're gonna wine and dine him. You're gonna entertain him. You're gonna have a conversation with him. You're gonna eat meatloaf and rice with him. And then you're gonna get $180 sterling silver, 1/20th of a carat diamond ring. How does that feel, ladies? What do you think of it? But you also have to join the Telegram. But other than that, I mean, that's like the minimum. All right. Oh no! Oh no! There's more to the story. There's more to the story. I found out. Your left hand approves. Okay, buddy. This is for. Okay, listen, there is no harem, so there is no problem. This is hilarious. Meatloaf and rice. The loaf of meat, exactly. Most love meatloaf, and is the name. Yeah, the name of a movie they will make. They will make it after he murders. Is Meatloaf know he's being eaten? I would love to know what it's worth. Should take notes. I think it's a ripoff. Well, ladies, all right. Let's be honest, okay? you didn't hop on the opportunity quick enough, all right? Because another thing Shelbo has announced that he's dating Cinnabrit. He's dating Cinnabrit. Oh God, he's dating another. Oh man, he moves on quick. He had a whole dating thing, and he was ready to go, and now he's dating Cinnabrit. Oh God, does Cinna know? Probably. I told you wouldn't be single for long. Damn. See, ladies, you didn't jump on the opportunity. All right, you didn't do it. All right, and now you're gonna lack out on it. All right. Why? Why didn't you jump on the opportunity? That $150 ring was totally worth it, all right? He would make you meatloaf and rice every day. Oh, all right. Chat, we are rounding it up. All right, and I'm going to do some gaming after this. I don't know if I'll keep the stream up and play on here or maybe play in the Discord or maybe just start a new stream. I don't know, but we're going to be doing the final topic of tonight. I'm pretty sure this is the summary of the entire thing. And shout out to Lumix, a hired hoodlum, even though I don't know if you're good or bad. I have no idea. But if you are, good. Shout out. If not, you're getting your credit either way. But he captured Wings of Redemption and Kelly telling it their side of the Locale story. Locale Live being the podcast. Keemstar was doing it with Wings and Boogie. There was a fight at Fat Camp. And for those who didn't know, Wings of Redemption pushed his wife onto a table and said, I told you if you get in my way that would happen. Well, here's Wings' explanation of the series event with Kelly. Woo! Keep the stream up. The stream will.
So it's 4th of July of last year.
You want me to explain it? I think I'd do better. Let me get a chair.
She gonna go get a chair. She'll explain it to you. I was off my medicine during the event, but it wasn't. It was because I couldn't eat, and my medicine requires food.
All right,
motherfucker. Wait a minute. No way this motherfucker just said that. No way did he just say, I couldn't eat, so therefore I couldn't take my medicine. Motherfucker, just say, yo, Keem, I gotta have a cracker with my meds, all right? I gotta eat it with something. I can't just take my meds, all right? Or not take my meds. So I'm gonna eat one cracker, swallow that bitch, and then move on with my day. Motherfucker, you cannot tell me that's not it. Oh my god. Lumix is an okay troll channel. I think he doesn't care if Wings is funny. There is a Wings troll civil war. Yeah, I heard Wings gets a lot of money from these people. Or he gets a percentage based on how many views it gets or something like that. There was this gets worse. Who knows about the meds? Exactly. It's Keem. Keem would totally tell him he couldn't eat no matter what, to be honest. Instead of eating a cracker, he hit. Oh, Wookie, that's so fucking bad. No, he should have fucking just said, listen, dude, I gotta eat one cracker, take my meds, and then we can go about the day. All right? Unless you want me to fucking go fucking psycho mode, which sounds like what happened.
If I don't eat, I can't take it.
Brother, wait, maybe his blood sugar was too high. Shout out to all my Ramadama ding dongs, Volt and Mishi especially. You're fucking, when a lot of Arabic people during Ramadan, they get a little testy if they don't eat and they have to be awake during the day. Yeah, that's a thing.
Niagara Falls. Can y'all hear me? All right, so we had been talking. We knew we were going up.
Oh, we're going all the way back to Niagara Falls, not locale camp. Okay, see how this goes.
Up to be near Niagara Falls. We both really wanted to see Niagara Falls. Okay. We'd been talking about it a ton, and so when we got up there, we knew we only had a couple days to be there, and we knew we had one play day. Okay, we had one play day because the next day they had to be at Keemstar's party in the afternoon.
I feel like this is rehearsed. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, there ain't no way, Kelly, that you're just recalling all this and, you know, setting the stage up so perfectly. This is interesting. Why does his wife look like his cousin? I don't fucking know. Wings looks like he wants to hit her like a 1950s. Didn't he already do that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke up that morning, and I'm an early riser, so like I'm ready to go at like 6:30 in the morning. It's like, let's go. My husband, not quite so much.
I disagree.
So we had both been talking about how much we were looking forward to going to Niagara Falls. And so that morning I woke up, I'm ready to go to Niagara Falls. Like, ready. Okay? I'm such a child like this. Like, this is
all right, I'm
one
gonna
of
speed
my
this
flaws.
up.
Like, I'm very impatient. And so, and Boogie was sitting at the table, and Jordy came out, and he wasn't feeling well, and I was asking him about going to Niagara Falls. He's like, dude, I really don't feel good at all. I really don't feel good. And I'm like, honey, like, all right, do you want to go? And he's like, no, I really don't feel good. I don't, like, and I'm like, but I know you really wanted to go, and I want to go, and I don't want you to miss this. Like,
Well,
and
you're saying a little bit wrong. Like, here's what Boogie got into it.
I haven't finished. Can I please?
Let me just put this in preface here. Kelly has a way of like when to.
Wait, what did that say?
Can I please?
Let me just put this in.
He almost hit her again. Okay, that doesn't look like a hit. Hold on, let's rewind it. I think these wings trolls are exaggerating, but hold on.
You're saying a little bit wrong. Like, here's what Boogie got into it.
I haven't finished. Can I please?
Let me just put this in preface here.
That was just a hand wave. Okay, buddy. I honestly want to know, was he off his bed for hit off his bed 2 months, or just fact yawn session? Well, you know what? Fuck off. She's a little boring and trying to set up the stage for this performance here. You should have just made it plain and simple, to be honest. This is probably all they got. Let's get our story straight so we're on camera, okay? Wings looks like he's chanting, "Don't on camera, don't hit her on camera." What up, Batman? AKA Teddy. Yeah, that's right. Fucking Teddy. That's definitely fucking Teddy. Why are they making this story so complicated? Yeah, well, nobody cares about the Niagara Falls trip. I mean, you could say you do, right? And we could all lie and say we care about it. I don't care. There are times where I don't want to do shit, and I'm like, it just is, and I don't blame him for it. I guess I don't, but it is kind of weird that he would do that with his wife. Sometimes you suck it up, but we'll see. Mic flipping. Oh, is it me? Damn. I'm gonna have to talk closer to the mic. All right. They fighting is what Snorlax versus Jigglypuff would look like. Wings himself confirmed the original version of the story last year on Keem's previous party. Also, it's pretty damn wild to do this as a self-defense stream. Exactly. Niagara Falls is beautiful. Miss being able to go there. Interesting story start though. Keem should slap Wings on the head with. Oh, okay.
Kelly has a way of like when she wants to do something, she doesn't like to be told no. And like what she was getting from me was like, I don't want to go because I'm sick, and she thought that meant she couldn't go. So I go and I stated like, it's just some water and some rocks. I'll be okay. You can go if you want to. And so like I gave her the keys to the rental.
What I was actually going to say is the reason I was upset was because I knew Doherty originally did want to go, and then that's when he was like, honestly, it's really just some water and some rocks. I'll be fine. That's what I was gonna say. He never told me I couldn't go without him. He the whole time said I could go.
Motherfucker's playing video games while giving his self-defense. Oh, okay, buddy. It's just so bizarre they always go back there. I know, right? Well, it's because the troll channels do that, right? Like, they can't just let it... People can't let things go, all right? Fucking hate channels do this shit all the time. I was straight when straight tell it. I identify as a purple dinosaur with green spots. Well, good luck. YouTube's policy says I don't have to support that idea, Chris.
Go without him.
And what happened the next day?
Next day
that Boogie left out.
The next day we went to Amish country. He did feel a little better, so he went to Amish country and.
No, I didn't feel better. Because like, explain to them like what we had to do at the end of that trip.
We had to drive like 15, 16 hours home in Boogie's car as a favor to him.
And what did I end up having?
COVID.
Yeah, I gotten COVID-19 from the airport, and like I was showing the first signs of symptoms of COVID-19 when I got to there at the 4th of July party. And I ended up having to, and like Kelly had to do the lion's share of the driving, but I basically was sitting there dying in the passenger seat of Boogie's car for like 15 hours.
Okay, do you want me to address me tripping? Because that's literally what I felt. Y'all, have y'all never had a moment where you didn't really know what happened? Because that's kind of where I was. Like the whole trip thing.
No fucking way. She's still saying she got tripped up. No shot, bro. Oh, we all know what happened. What? You can eat. Hold on. We're gonna. We'll watch the video after this. Okay. Actually, no. Fuck. We'll watch it right now. All right. There's no way that you are saying that you tripped. No fucking way. Hold on. All right. These troll channels all have a push locale. I'm looking for the clip. Hold on. I want the raw video. Here we go. Boom. If this guy gives commentary over this, we're not gonna. I'll switch it.
Very difficult.
7:39. All right, here we go. Okay, so we've all seen the push. Let's listen to it real quick. I hope this guy doesn't talk for it.
For some reason. And look here. Yeah, you can see my mouse on this. He's looking directly at her. His elbows are engaged in pushing her.
Guy, you need to shut up, please.
This grip is the grip that she had where she was trying to restrain him. Video phone. Full of hate her. You see there, piece of shit.
Oh my god. All right. There's a part in there. There's a part in there. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Pushes. There's a part in there I want people to hear because nobody has said anything. Oh, look at it. This might be it.
What's the point, man? Hey! That's your fucking wife now. Go calm down. That's your wife, man. Go.
Fuck. None of these clip channels have it. That's so fucking annoying. So if you listen to it, I believe. Oh yeah, here we go. This one looks.
All right, so.
Oh god, it's fucking. It's that fucking.
Well, let.
Like. All right. If I can ever find a clean copy in the future, I'll play it. But what he says is you got in my way. I told you if you got in my way, something would happen. I told you not to get in my way. You can hear him say that. It's very faint, but you can hear him say that. I think we put it out on now recording. So she's still going by this narrative. He pushed me, or I tripped. You might have tripped over the table. But the fact of the matter is, he pushed you. He didn't grab you to pick you up. He didn't fucking like hug you or whatever because you were tripping. He watched you fall down. All right, and he was angry.
Kind of where I was. Like, the whole trip thing was because I was in this small space. The reason I got in front of Jordy is because I wanted to stop him, and the easiest way to stop this man was for me to get in front of him because I knew this man was not going to hurt me. Okay?
Yeah, that's not true.
So when I got in front of him, well, actually I was trying to get in front of him, and what happened was we were in between the table and the couch, so there was a little space. So why I said I tripped was because when I was bumped, I felt my feet come up and hit the table, and I tripped on the table legs and flipped back. That's why I said I tripped. Obviously, when you look a little bit more, it does show that I tripped. There's a reason I tripped, but it wasn't intentionally, and you can tell the moment he realizes who he had pushed.
Well, she's saying this now. I mean, you guys are not giving her time to explain herself. Here, the truth of the fact is this: I was mad. Like, I literally, you can watch it. You can go back and watch the video frame by frame if you want to. I was pushing into Ken's stomach, and I pushed through it. Kid behind the camera initially grabs my left arm, which I didn't know this at the time. I just felt like a bunch of people grabbing onto me. But like basically, Ken had me by my midsection. I had Kid behind the camera on my left arm. I had Kelly on my right arm, which I didn't know who grabbed me in the long run. Like, I just know a bunch of people were grabbing on me, and they thought I was going to attack Boogie when I really wanted to yell at her. I mean, like, yell at him. And I was kind of pushing, and when I broke free of Ken, like my very first thing was like push off, because I had like my clipper case in this hand, and I basically pushed off like this, and that momentum like just kind of like made her hit the table, and the table just like swept her. I know it looks worse than that, and it looks like I just like power bombed her onto the table, but like a lot of that was just gravity doing its thing. Let me say this thing.
So you're going with gravity is what made it look extreme, not that you actually did anything. Gravity is what took over. You know, it wasn't necessarily her fault or my fault or each other's fault. You know, it was just shit happened. You know, it's crazy, wild. I'm trying to find. I by the way, I'm still trying to find that clip. But yeah, that's so fucking wild, bro. They're going with this. She tripped over the table. Like, what? Well, you can see that the arms were pushed out. You weren't trying to save her, all right? Looked like Wings was trying to win a WWE tables match with that push. That push was hard to watch. Yeah, exactly. Tonight is the final championship of WWE. Wings versus his wife. Honestly, I believe he blindly pushed her. He was starting to shove her before he looked at her. Exactly. I agree too. I agree. Tensions were high, and he was really angry. And he wanted, like she said, she was trying to get in between him, but like she even called that Ken guy over, and they just said that, right? But like, she looked like she was scared. You know what I mean? Terrible lie. He almost there with the full explanation. Gravity needs fat people. Fucking steamrolled. Yeah, exactly. I can almost believe that he didn't realize it was his wife, but I'm not the one who gets to decide how to live with all that. Yeah, well, he's taking anger management class. Who's Kirby looking for a snack? If it was my dude, divorce court would be the next day. Exactly.
I pushed her onto the table, but I didn't mean to push her onto the table.
Okay, well, he admits it. Okay, well, listen, chat, we're done. All right, thanks for watching. It was really great to see everybody. I'm glad we could stream and problem solved. You know, we've established the timeline, and yeah, now we're done. Okay, have a good night, guys. Take care. Where's my ending? Fuck, I'm kidding. All right, let's see how they wrap this up. We got 5 minutes left. Yeah, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're on the road to 500. We're getting there. I know 300 of you are asleep. No, I'm kidding. I know 250 of you are probably asleep. The 50 something watching, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Everybody who stuck around. I appreciate it.
really push me on the table. You pushed, and when you pushed, I stumbled and tripped on the table.
It doesn't look like that. So
but that is what happened.
That is what happened, but it doesn't look like that. But like here's the justification. I didn't know where Kelly was. I didn't know Kelly was even there. And I pushed anybody who would have been there. Kid behind the camera was on my right side. Kid behind the camera was going onto the table. Like I didn't leave the game room that day expecting to push my wife onto a table. Right? It just looked really, really bad.
Let me address this too. Me calling out for Ken was because I'd never seen Jordy like this, okay? Like, I've never seen him like this. And me calling out for Ken was like the biggest dude I've seen there, and I wanted help to keep him from doing something he would regret later. That was the whole Ken thing.
Like, if you notice in the video, like, she tries to, like, corral me with like, putting her arms around me while she's doing that. She doesn't want me to go and attack somebody. That's what she didn't want me to do.
That was the whole thing. Yeah. Like, so I'm looking over there trying to find the biggest person I can find, and I see Ken. Bless him. He's a real one, too. But, yeah. That was the Ken. I think that pretty much covers everything as far as that. Like, can we move on now?
Well, they want to talk about the NDA leak. I don't know how much money I'm actually getting. I don't know how much money we're getting from Fat Camp, and it's not an NDA leak. It was more of me kind of seeing if the person I was talking to.
I mean, you know what? No, fuck off, Core. I doze in and out. It's all good. Address. No, I'm not addressing. Total gaslighting, Core. That's what you machines with him. Thanks. Honestly, I get why he's doing this and why he feels that he do it. He has a guilty conscience about him, and he feels like this is going to clear some of that up. Ultimately, it's not going to do that. As much as he'd like to believe that it would. You know, it's a big deal. You know, this is a big problem. Now, the thing that people always forget is that Keemstar is really good at this game, all right? And what I mean by that is the game of playing how can I make you seem redeemable? Or how can I you're gonna have to pay for what you did. But ultimately, you're gonna have to do some things to make up, and then you're gonna look good, and then people are gonna like you again. All right? Listen, Boogie, a year ago, everybody hated Boogie because he scammed people for cancer. Boogie now, everybody looks at him as a giant clown that you can all laugh at. And some people actually enjoy him now. So, I'm gaming, so I can't write in the chat all the time. Don't worry about it, Kikian. I'm not expecting everybody in chat to write. What is actual Fat Camp? Is that a thing to lose weight or some shit? Yes, it was. CHS disagrees with Camp. Well, Sony with Corgi, guess what? I don't care. He can suck. Talk about the allegations. What allegations? There are no allegations. It doesn't exist. I do have a clean copy of the footage you were. I think I just got them too, but you know you could always send it to me. Oh wait. Ooh, I think I might have a really good angle too. So we'll see how that. We still hate Boogie. Some people it's grown on them, you know. So it would be really cool. You could suck what? You could suck an egg. There you go. All right, let's see this shit. Hold on quick. I'll do Neon Trions first, and then I'll do my other angle. But I'm pretty sure you can hear it loud and clear.
I mean, so I said, at least go to your cabin. I don't have to listen.
Waffle super chatted $20. W.
Go away from her. Hey. That's your fucking wife now. Go calm down. That's your wife, man. Go calm down. That's your wife they're hurting now. Calm down. Go calm down. Go away from her. Please don't.
I don't think you can hear it. Yeah, you can't hear it in this angle. I think it's the other one.
Hey.
Here, hold on. Let's try the other angle because I think you can hear it in this one. Hang on.
Hey, dude. Jordy.
Please stop! Someone take him down. Holy shit!
Go calm down. Get the fuck away from her! Get the fuck away from her! Why are you watching? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's your fucking wife! That's your fucking wife!
Turn it off.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. I can hear your video fine. It's your mic that clips down. Get the fuck out of here. I can hear him say, "Stop getting in front of me." I would have forgiven Wings if he threw the other girl onto the table. Are you talking about the other Puerto Rican girl, that one that walk that steps on it and she's like, "That's your effing wife. That's your fucking wife," or whatever. And this girl. Talk about that girl? The orange? Yeah, Kiri. Yeah, I don't like her either. Yeah, I'll have to fix the mic setting. We'll see how it goes. The worst part is he doesn't even check on her. Kind of does, but oh well, we'll see. I do not believe. I do not believe that neither Billy nor Xylee think those react. I don't listen. I think the push is real. I think Wings had a. I think it's hot as fuck. I think he was probably, like I said, his blood sugar is low. He's not on his regular like meds. You know, I think he's probably like just overall overwhelmed, and he just needs to calm down. And you know, tensions got high, and shit happened. This is what happened. You know, when you push people on reality TV, this is what happened. Billions at least seem genuinely shocked. Exactly. He's mad and he's frozen. Yeah. Well, like you don't expect this kind of shit to happen. But anyways, yeah, I don't think that it's not real. But I don't believe, and this is my belief, and Xylee could feel some way about it, or anybody else. But I feel that Keemstar is going to try to Wing. At some point, he's going to come back to Lookout. But currently, the way he's doing things right now, it's just he can't come back for a short period of time. And that doesn't mean to say he won't be back eventually. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Was on the level, and I just spit a number out. I don't know how much money I'm actually getting, because I don't know how much Fat Camp cost. Right? Everybody knows what my contract's in place because we did it on Lookout Live. I'm due one more month plus a severance package, and like that's actually on Lookout Live. That's not breaking NDA because we signed that contract on Lookout Live.
And there's a lot of numbers you're not privy to.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers I'm not privy to. I don't know how much merchandise we sold. I don't know how much we make off the merchandise. I don't know how much we're getting paid from like the card game. I don't know how much like the fees for like broken stuff is, which I think is kind of bullshit, right? Because Tina broke half the shit there. But it is what it is. Is there any chance of me going back to Lookout Live? I mean, I'm open to it. Like the only thing I'm not cool with is trying to make a spectacle out of this, right? Like if they wanted me to come back tomorrow and it would be like, okay, let's just get past this, cool, right? Because I feel like I should do things to make amends for this because I did put my wife in a situation she shouldn't have been in, and that's why I'm doing the anger management. I'm willing to go do anger management in real life. I did the online classes. I'm going to my doctor to have him revise my medication because like those slip ups like I did where like I got angry shouldn't exist. Which at the same time, it's like
I honestly feel like Keem said, "Listen, man. All right, you got it. In order for you to look good out of all this, you have to take anger management. Who the fuck goes to anger management classes? Let's be honest. Unless you're police ordered or whatever, nobody voluntarily takes anger management. He said online and in person. He did say both. Andrea. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. That he said he's doing both. So we'll see. But he probably told him that he has to do a bunch of things in order for him to come back, and then after he does those things, they would talk. They would try to bring him on the show, see if they can integrate him back, and get the ball rolling again. Because the thing is at the end of the day, Wings is content. Wings. It's not. The other thing you could say, and you can make the argument that he pushed her and do all that, and but the cops were there plenty of times. I'm sure these troll channels or the followers of the troll channel submitted it to the cop. Callie and Wings, I'm pretty sure they said that they were both like they talked to the cops. I'm pretty sure, or at least Keemstar said he did, and he said he lied to the cop, which he could say, well, I was just lying to the audience. I didn't lie to you guys. I was telling the truth. But anyways, the cops aren't acting on it. Kelly is saying she's not a victim. There's not much more you can do beyond that, and it's unfortunate because if he is like this, it's really unfortunate for her. I feel bad that she has to tolerate this stupid shit. Now, it doesn't mean to say what he did was right. Definitely not something I would. But that's just all right. Let me read. Let me read some of the chat. I expect Wings redemption. Expect the redemption arc, but this video from Wings isn't going. Oh, exactly. And him like talking about numbers and stuff. He should have just waited till he got his payday and just waited this out. Keem is gonna milk him. If one of the cows killed a baby, Keem would try to milk it tomorrow. Exactly. I mean, so many people were shocked at how hot it was. It's Texas. Some years can learn water ski on New Year's Day. Online major causes. How was the one leg causing the most damage? I think her fucking leg broke too. So she was probably just angry all the time. And Team said, "Listen, Tina, you can do whatever the fuck you want. All right, okay, the donations are gonna pay for it. All right. So if you break a plate, here you go. Break a glass, oh well. If you break a chair, oh well." He's an old angry bus driver. All right. It depends on the anger management. I went to a middle school and it absolutely did not help at all. The only option they gave was to walk away, which isn't always an option to be honest. I mean, it's called coping mechanisms and like figuring out, what triggers you, how to avoid it, what to do in those situations, breathing technique. There's tons of, but it doesn't always work. By the end of the week one, they had killed 6 chairs, and I'm pretty sure they said that three, but with 4 land monsters roaming the break. Freon, man, calling out all the fat. Wookie Z, Neon. This is what Matt Pitt is good for. I wish Matt would have covered this. This would have actually been really funny if he covered low calc. I actually would have liked that. He might do it. You never know. He might write a script for somebody today or something. Or yeah. Keemstar relied so heavily on drama. When it began dying out, he needed to find his own, or at least create a situation. Well, yeah, exactly. This is just reality TV. Like, this is his new hobby, creating reality TV. I think the 90-day suspension, and then he'll be reconvened. Yeah, probably what's gonna end up happening. Genghis 6 guys used to follow me around for almost 6 years. I was their #1 target. Yeah. I took something to school one day. A few months later, I took a baseball bat after one, and then something stopped. Good. I mean, no, bad. Don't do that. YouTube POS. Um, honestly, Keem has never been happier to see a woman push for money. Well, yeah, and they kept like donating, asking questions about wings and stuff like that. Her real leg broke or the fake one? The fake one broke. They have to buy a new one apparently, and it would cost. I think they said $700, which I was like, that's not that bad to get fixed. And it's a new leg apparently. But apparently she's gonna just get a new one and it's gonna be stronger, I guess, so it doesn't break so easily. I didn't have it, but luckily, yeah, I was. No, she was just missing a toe from fake thing. They found out. Oh, that's it, bro. Here. Someone. Yeah, I think Xylee said it was. I think. The reality TV, we may get hot people noodling in a hot tub or like that. This is just a reality show where we'd rather keep their clothes on. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Only $700. Well, listen, right? Everyone keeps asking Matt Pitt, how much is a leg? I want to buy you a leg. So we can't hear you. Well, fuck you, bro. I did not even have to connect with the the batches showed up. That's crazy. All right, let's finish this.
Variables, right? Like I said before, like my medicine requires food to be taken. If I don't eat food with it, like I get kind of like, it doesn't affect me, but like I see like color splotches in my eyes. Like it's, I don't know how to explain it, but like it's almost like a neon color. It kind of like blinks if you take it.
I would love to know what medication does that, because I would love to see the symptom. Eye spot. What the fuck?
Without eating. And like there wasn't a lot of food at camp.
Okay, I love you.
Oh, you.
What?
They want me to address the pedo clips about my. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
All right, baby girl.
Bye, guys.
I mean, I'm going to do in real life classes too. I don't want to go back and watch videos and stuff, guys. I mean, like people have seen the stuff. It's out there.
Yeah, I think at this point, what we'd like to do, well, what I'd like to do is just move on from it and like go.
I mean,
you know?
we're going to be fielding questions about it for fucking years, but like, it's one of those things where it's like. Look,
yeah, but like even with like the questions about Keem and Boogie, like let them do their thing, we do our thing, and like we wish them nothing but the we wish them nothing but the best, no ill will. Obviously Boogie, Keem, if I've done something, I'm sorry. I still want to apologize to Desi personally because apparently according to Boogie, I've hurt her feelings, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So other than that, let us just ride off into the sunset and do our own little thing. Well,
looks like this stream's getting deleted.
Okay, that was it. All right, well, we got our update. Kidney goes for 50K. Bro, that's crazy. Matt wants to be a super bionic leg like that soldier would have. Yeah, there's like these really cool ones where you can actually like feel. Like they attach it to your arm, like the nerves on like your arm or whatever. It actually feel it. It actually feels real. So is his sound shut up, Tony. You know what, Stoney? Just for being an asshole, all right? You know what? You get 10-second timeout. Boom. Have fun. Sir, that is called a migraine. He silently wants the whole stream. They attach the nerve. Yeah. So I don't know. Wings, good luck to you, buddy. I don't think you're gonna. I think you'll come back, and I think it's gonna end up being a disaster. They can't let their little cash cows run away. Wings made them a lot of money after that. The thing I don't understand is, right? We all saw this, right? But clearly Wings knew. Clearly Wings knew the camera was there. Why the fuck would you, like, if you're gonna do something like I'm not saying you should be doing this at all, but there's a camera, a giant ass microphone camera, whole setup right there, and you're gonna stand in front of it, and you're gonna fucking aim it right at the fucking event that you're doing, and it's out there forever. Like you're never going to fucking live this down. It's always going to be. This is a part of internet history now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Honestly, Boogie with tons of paintballs would have been better. Oh yeah, yeah. He blames Twiggy for filming it in another clip. Well, I was told the angle that we saw, this one, I was pretty sure this was kid behind the camera. I was pretty sure this wasn't Twiggy. This was kid behind the camera. Was there more than two? Oh wait, I was told there was like 3 angles. See, finally. Oh yeah, there are 3 angles. Hold on. Or no, wait, there's only. I can't believe Wings 007 came out of the woodwork. He was gone for about almost 6 months. Damn, motherfucker came out of nowhere. Beans was behind. Beans was the camera they showed on Localnet. Oh, I don't even know who fucking Beans is, bro. Yeah. Oh, he blames Twiggy for filming in the car. Oh, the arm thing? Ugh. The arm thing I'm not even worried about. Point out how the fuck you can turn your abuse against the one documenting it. Bro, team's gonna turn these guys around, and in a year's time, everyone's gonna like fucking like. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Um, I'm surprised a lot of people are doing locale. There's like 10 fucking shows of locale now. It's kind of daunting. I applaud Xylee and Xylee's team to go over those shows. Because bro, I could do what she does. Especially like at the end of my day. You
talking shit on locale? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I said I can't do the shit that you do. All right,
Like what?
Watching 10 different shows.
I don't watch all 10 of those damn shows.
I said I applaud you and your team for watching all 10 shows.
Well, it's funny because I don't even have the team cover really. Okay, so the 3 main shows that we cover that I have the docket team absolutely look at is Milkers, Queens, and Live.
Yeah.
Lately, Nerd because of One Buff Weeb and what the fuck her name is. Zayzoo did not getting along. So they've been covering that. But I don't even touch Cafe unless something pops off that I hear about and then somebody goes back and gets it. I don't touch Aussie at all. And I don't touch Test.
What about
unless it's
Madhouse?
absolutely needed. Nope. I don't touch anything on Madhouse either.
Oh, fucking come on! We gotta get Xylee and Bunny back together.
I made peace with Jaffe, but I can't watch that content. That content bores the shit out of me.
Who the fuck is a Jaffe?
Jaffe is the dude on Madhouse.
Oh, hold on a second. I only saw Bunny. I didn't even realize there was another person. I know that sounds terrible. I can't keep up with the universe. It's like watching fucking reality TV. Oh god. All right, let's see who the fuck Jaffe.
I'm trying to talk Keemstar. Me and Billy are trying to talk Keemstar into although I won't move into it, but I was like, Keemstar, it would be a tax write-off if you like bought a fucking house and we can just do the events there.
I mean, he could even put some update where he's from, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I recognize Bunny. Which one is Jaffe?
The old guy.
Oh, that's Jaffe. Who the fuck is this nerd with glasses?
That's his soon-to-be son-in-law. He is dating Jaffe's daughter.
Who the fuck is Jaffe?
Jaffe was the creative director, I believe, for God of War and what was the other game? He's the creative director of God of War and the one where the clowns and you hit each other with cars and shit. What's the name of it?
Oh god, I have
That
no
video
idea.
game. Somebody knows the fucking video game. In this
David
chat.
Jaffe, Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. Yeah.
Oh. What the
That's
fuck?
him.
What? The developer of those games? Why the fuck is he here? How the fuck did he get over here? I guess is he a game
You know how
dev?
he got out over there? Because he started coming on when it was Tech Talk. And Jay and Rich brought him on with Tech Talk, and then Rich decided to be a little slimy slime and get rid of then Jay became a little slimy slime to get rid of Rich.
Mm.
And then Jay ended up quitting. And Jaffe, well, they changed it to Madhouse, and then Jay ended up quitting. Because he didn't like working with Jaffe.
So wait, is there no locale tech talk anymore?
No, it's Madhouse now.
Okay. This universe is so fucked. So okay, so Rich got kicked off? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, Jay brought in Jaffe. They got and they fired Rich. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. They had another
And
locale
it
and
was
then they kicked
funny
them.
when they fired Rich. It was like a day or two off from the year anniversary that Rich fired Jay.
I guess that's some kind of justice in there.
Yeah, well, it ended up Jay didn't like working with Jaffe. From what I hear, Jay didn't like working from Jaffe, so that's why he quit.
Well, he probably should have. I mean, he could have just worked. I was gonna say he could still work with Rich, but I guess he regrets it. Whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, all the shows are doing decent. You know what I mean? I know that your show.
No, they're not.
Oh,
Not all the shows. No.
listen,
Some
we're not.
shows are pretty fucking bad right now.
We're not. We're not talking about the bad one. Although, is Madhouse on the list? I'm rooting. I'm rooting for Madhouse. That's all I'm gonna say. I want.
I root for
Bunny to
Madhouse
go.
only because of Bunny.
Yeah, that's the only reason I do too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna root it for any other reason. Milkers, ugh. Cafe, ugh. Nerd, ugh.
No, Cafe's dope. They have a different vibe than everybody else.
There's only one person on that show I care about. That girl who shows up on Friday. You told me about her.
You know, you have a fucking type, bro. You're very obvious. I just want to let you know.
What? What do you mean I have a type? What is that supposed
to type?
Girls with issues? Let me read that real quick. That dude was creating God of War. Yeah, apparently. I didn't even fucking know that. Daffy is a bit of look on the meaning. I don't know what you mean by that. Core wants money to be in the harem. No, I'm good. I'm good. There's no harem. So there ain't no problem. All right. Cafe is a morning show. It's pretty decent. Oh, is it like Keep On in the morning? Does it feel like that?
Yeah, kind of like the laid back type of feel.
Okay, got you. Or what? No, it's not. No. Bunny isn't. Listen, all right. If anybody, Bunny and this chick from Locale Cafe on the left side, whoever that chick
that
is.
girl. I was just in VC with her when I clicked on your stream and heard you talking about LCU, so I jumped in.
Oh,
she's dope. That girl's dope. Dope and married.
I'm married too. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, she can hang out in now recording. I mean, you know.
No, not at all.
Why? Like, come on.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to the Rewind VC over in the Locale universe with Batgirl.
Xylee, no, what? No, bring her over here. Bring her over here.
No.
Well, I'm sad now. All right, well, chat, listen, I'm gonna wrap things up anyway. Thank you, Xylee.
Bye.
Bye. Tell her to come in. Okay. I'm very sad. Anybody? Okay, who is that girl? Who that girl? Batgirl. Batgirl. Is that her name? Is that her name? Force. Okay. Listen, he's using "I'm the married" card a little too much. Xylee just used that. All right, let's remember this. This is why the harem is for look only. What the fuck? That's crazy. The new God of War suck. Kratos is off and mature. Also, Jaffe starts God of War 1 with Kratos jumping off of a cliff. Really? Yeah, that woman is Batgirl. What the fuck? Bring Batgirl to fucking now recording somebody. What the fuck? Oh, also, shit, I forgot to say. I have a trading card I have to unbox. It is a specific trading card that I have to get signed by one of the locale people. I will be unboxing it live on stream. Hopefully tomorrow, if not Tuesday. I will be opening the card and hopefully be getting. Apparently, I'm going to get 2 cards in the box, as well as a potential for it to be a super rare card. So we will be doing an unboxing of that card tomorrow, or Tuesday, depending on how I. But ultimately, yeah, chat. That's all I got for today as far as catching up. If you guys have recommendations for some things I need to catch up on, I am not catching up on the 750-page document of I'm Alex. You can watch Nicholas Diorio's coverage of it. I'm sure it's sufficient. Plus, you know, I would like highlights. If you guys want to give me like highlights of it, that'd be really cool. But I'm not gonna be able to do that. But yeah, if you guys have suggestions, you know how to reach me. You could reach to me on Discord. You could also add me on Twitter or whatever. I'm always willing to hear people out. I love the fans. I really appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate the Nicholas Diorio raid. Thank you so much, everybody who stuck around, chatted actively throughout the evening. And I really want to thank you. Road to 500. Hopefully we'll get there before June. But thank you so much. I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can this week. I think that's about it. Also, I'm gonna get that Batgirl in now recording, okay? Get her over here. She's like really chill. And tell her to play video games. 65. You need 65? Wait, did I get enough today? Let's go! Let's go to the 20-something people who subscribed. Holy shit, we're almost there. Or 35. I don't remember how many I had. But yeah, we're almost there, chat. We're almost there. 500. Let's do this by June. And then I'll open a server and do full members fucking shit for you guys. All right. I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to bed. All right. Honestly. All right, chat. I'm probably going to go play Rust with beavers. Okay. So if you're like up late, maybe what I'll do is I'll live stream if there's enough interest, but I need people to tell me. Okay. All right. Anyways, have a good night. Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye.